Everybody, John with One Over Outdoors. It's Sunday, May 19th. It's hot outside. It's time to start getting ready for hunting season. I know it's only May 19th, but I bow hunt. That's all I do is bow hunt. And recently, in the past couple of years, I've gotten into crossbow hunting as well. I have nothing against people that gun hunt or dog drive or do anything. As long as you put meat in the freezer and deer on the ground, I don't care. But as for me, I bow hunt. Been bow hunting for a good long while, taking a lot of deer with a bow. But one thing that helps me be successful in the early part of season, especially with our season starting August 15th, is shooting my bow now. I know a lot of people normally try to wait till 2 months before deer season starts to pull their bow out. Well, here in the South, like I said, it's hot. So I normally, with it being May, I normally pull my bow out now and I'll go shoot during the hottest part of the day. And what that does is allows me to get acclimated to the heat and understand how my body is going to be with sweat in reference to using my release and stuff like that. Because a lot of times when you're hunting and your face is sweaty, your release sticks in a certain spot and you just go with it. Oh, well, that'll be my anchor point. Well, you need to get comfortable shooting, especially with sweat, being hot, and understand how you're going to react to shooting as well. And you don't want to have a situation where you have a large deer come out, especially in the early part of the season when they're in bachelor groups and you aren't used to shooting and you have sweat dripping in your eyes or you're sweaty and your release is sticking to your face. So now's the time to get your bow out. Make sure it's sighted in. Just make sure it's good to go, strings waxed. And if you want to, I could do a video on how I do my rundown as far as waxing my string. I do a little bit different in basic bow maintenance. But so I've been a bow tech guy for a long time, many years. And I started out when I started bow hunting with a PSE deer hunter. That lets you know how long I've been bow hunting. But so I actually am not shooting a bow tech this year. This is the first year, and I know, good gosh, I have no idea how long that I'm not shooting a bow tech. And the reason why is I came across a great opportunity on a new bow. So what I'm shooting this year is the PSE Decree HD Ti. And I tell you what, after shooting this bow, I absolutely fell in love with this thing. Now, it's a little bit longer axle to axle bow. It is 35 inches axle to axle. This particular bow is at 70 pounds. I'm shorter fella, so my draw length's 26 and a half. But I mean, it's decked out. Got a new sight on it. I put it's a True Glow Archer Choice Range Rover. It's not the Pro, but it is a single pin sight, slider sight. I've got the QAD. I think it's a HDX on it. But what an awesome bow! I tell you what. For what it costs, now it was expensive, but for what you get and the innovations that PSE have come out with, this is a great shooting bow. It's very smooth, have a solid back wall, it's not spongy, just an amazing bow to shoot. It's got the speed. I can't wait to take a deer with it this year. But if you want me to do a review on it, I will. I don't mind. Arrows, so I was going to go on the higher end as far as arrows. I was going to go with the Carbon Express Mayhems, or either the Reds, but I just can't see spending $100 and something on a dozen arrows. So came across these. These are Buckbuster by Victory Archery, and you get these off eBay. You pay $36 for a dozen. And these are a 350 spine. And I'll tell you what, these things group amazingly. I mean, they shoot so well. And for 36 bucks, you get a dozen arrows. At that price, you can afford to bust a couple of them. But Victory's well known in the arrow world as making a great arrow. And basically what these are, so the reason why they're called Buckbusters is when they come out the factory, all arrows are 31 inches. So these come up, and the last inch and a half usually has an issue with it. So they cut it out to 29. So these come out the factory at 29. you would consider them a second. But with me shooting a 26.5-inch draw length, there's no reason for me not to buy them because I shoot a 27-inch arrow. So, you know, if you're within that draw length, you definitely need to look at getting these. And if you want me to post a link to, you know, how to get these and you know, try them out. Like I said, I've shot a lot of arrows across the years: Beemans, Carbon Express, Gold Tips, of course Victory, but these shoot up there with some of the best arrows I've ever shot. And as always, I shoot my Rage. This is a Rage hypodermic. You cannot go wrong with a Rage. I have taken so many deer with this broadhead. It's ridiculous. But what I do like about a Rage now, I know you're probably gonna see reviews about them where they fail to open, and I can almost tell you that's a user issue. That's something that somebody didn't do with the shot collar, or somebody didn't do setting up. Because I've never once had one of these broadheads fail. Never. And as a matter of fact, I've taken some bad shots on deer, and because I shot this broadhead, I recovered the deer. So I'm telling you, if you don't shoot a Rage, shoot a Rage. I don't get paid by Rage to say that, but I'm telling you, check them out. Now, I know they got the new Tri-Pan out, but you know, price-wise, hypodermic's the way to go. But if y'all want any more tips, anything I do, you know, anything I do as far as bow maintenance this time of year, and what I do to start getting ready, I mean, now's the time to get ready because deer season is fast approaching. But like I said, John with One Over Outdoors, check us out. Go to the store, get you a shirt. I will be working on our fall lineup, so we will have some shirts based on hunting. So we will have hats in within the next week or two. And like I said, this is John One Over Outdoors. Thank you for watching.